the Skylar and Ellie show.
Yeah, it's been a while.
So today we want to talk about orientation, coming in as a new student, getting classes in living, and then going into the same process as not a new student anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so freshmen, you get accepted. Most people do. So they have like the Belmont Day, which is like for all accepted students.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't come to it.
I didn't either.
And I'm still here today, so
yeah, look at us.
Thriving. Yeah, and then at the end of summer you get like an orientation week, and that's where you pick your classes. I think we applied for housing before that.
Yeah, so
because we got our roommates before that.
I think when you like lock into that you're gonna go to Belmont, that's when you apply for housing, and then that whole situation. Okay, yeah.
So you kind of pick where you're going to live. There's limited choices for freshmen.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, it's either like you want suite style or you want community style, and that's about all the...
Yeah, and then you just rank your preferences for like the top 3.
Yeah, and they say don't just put one, but I was the person that...
You put one?
Just put one. Mm-hmm. And I got where I wanted, so... Yeah.
This wasn't my first choice, but I like it. I'm glad it happened.
Yes, she brought shower shoes to school.
I did.
So you rank it, and then somewhere midsummer you get your where you're gonna live, and you get your roommates, and you get your suite mates, and it just gives you their names. So then you can like go on social media and reach out. You can't request suite mates, but you can like request a roommate. So for new students, they make a Facebook page with all the new students in it, and people will like post little things about themselves,
like little bios.
Yeah, like a picture and what they're interested in. But I mean, everybody makes themselves sound out like great.
Everyone sounds kind of like the same.
Yeah, they're like, oh,
I love music.
Ed Sheeran.
Yeah. Oh my god, I love
this instrument, this instrument, and this instrument. So housing as a freshman is like very low stress. Very easy.
Very easy.
Getting your classes as a freshman, they tell you exactly what to pick.
Yeah, when I think for me it might have been a slightly different because I came in as undeclared. So during orientation, I think on the last morning, because it's an overnight thing, it's like all day one day and then you sleep over and then half a day the next day. And on the half a day, on the final day in the morning, I went to pick my classes, and since I'm undeclared, we got assigned just like people that were helping. I think they were all librarians, and it was like one-on-one, so that was like really helpful, because I know I've heard like for bigger programs like nursing or music business, they wasn't one-on-one.
No, they were just kind of like, you guys should take this, this, and this, and it's going to open up in 5 minutes, so pick which class you want. Like, it was a little stressful.
Yeah.
Because I didn't really know what I was doing.
Right. It is stressful.
But thankfully, there was a senior in the room with me that like really helped me out.
That's good.
Because she was the same major as me. And she was like, you want this teacher, and this teacher, and this teacher. Anyway, so...
Yeah, so applying for housing and classes
as a freshman is like,
it's relatively low stress compared to what it will be.
Is to come.
Yeah. So then this year, applying for sophomore year housing was slightly different because everything for classes and for housing, it's all based on how many credit hours you have, and which can be tricky because we are the youngest in the school, so we naturally have the least amount, so we're the last ones. Yeah. So we're the last ones to pick, so luckily I had a bunch of dual enrollment credits coming in, so I had a slightly earlier time, but when we went
by slightly, she means over 24 hours.
Yeah, I drew a lot earlier than the other freshmen, but when it came to picking housing, because Belmont is accepting so many students and it's growing by so much each year, they're running out of space for students to live, and so that was very stressful because it caused a lot of drama with our housing, what we had planned. Anyway, so now for next year, we're going to be in Tahoe, which is the newest apartment style dorm.
It's very tall.
It's 9 stories. There's not a funder, so that's why it's called Tahoe.
So what happened this year was that Belmont did this new feature where they were going to let you pick over one roommate, because in the past, even in apartment style, you could only pick one roommate. And so everyone was all in uproar, and they're like, we want 4 roommates. So Belmont said, you can pick 4 roommates. But they screwed up.
So 4 meaning usually apartment is
you and three
people,
more.
right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So, like Ellie said, she was drawing with the rising juniors. So, her time was pretty early. And it was like an hour earlier than they opened the picking 4 roommates option, which should have been open from the get-go, but it wasn't. You could only pick one, and me and Ellie were linked. And so when Ellie moved in, I was automatically in there with her.
Because I pulled her into my draw time.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
But Hannah and I were supposed to be, like I said, 24 hours later. So we were like, well, maybe it'll work in the morning. We just kept being like, oh, maybe it'll like let us pick more roommates. And like it never worked, which is another problem in itself. But so then Hannah's draw time wasn't even here yet, and one of my friends texted me and was like, oh, you're living with so and so and so and so, they're so nice.
And we were like,
oh,
really?
Oh.
Because that wasn't what we had planned.
I was like, tell me more. So,
and also once your draw time is done, or your friend's draw time, so we could no longer see the roster of what's available, who's going to be our roommates, all that stuff.
Yeah, so Hannah was the only one left that could see, like, actually, like, what rooms are available, which was, by the time Hannah was drawing, and there was still 24 hours worth of draws after Hannah, there was so few left already. I don't even know how it all worked. But, so, anyway, text the girls, let them know the situation. We went to ResLife. We couldn't get it worked out to where everyone was happy. So Hannah's also in Tahoe, but not with us, which is depressing.
Very sad.
But in a semester, she will be in an apartment because I'm going to study abroad. So
for first semester, Hannah won't be living with us, but then when Skylar goes to Australia, second semester, Hannah will then move in with me in the apartment.
Yeah. So it's not ideal.
They ran out of room that they're now putting sophomores, juniors, and seniors in the dorms that freshmen currently live in, which, like, I can't imagine.
No, it wouldn't happen.
Hopefully, like, in the next go-around, they'll have the system fixed, because I personally don't think they should have opened up any of the draw times if the system wasn't in place.
Yeah. But anyway, that's our living situation. So all that to say, sophomore drawing for a living is a lot different than freshman, a lot more stressful, a lot more work, I feel like.
They kind of baby you when you're like coming into Belmont, and then once you're here, they're kind of like, okay, they kind of figure it out by yourself.
Okay, yeah, so any questions, let us know.
Yeah, you can message us on Instagram.
We're pretty good.
Comment.
I'll message you back.
Yes, please subscribe. We really want to get to 300 subscribers. We're so close. I think we need like 6 more. So tell your friends.
Yeah, tell your friends, tell your grandma. Alright, so thank you guys for watching.
Thank you. See you next time.
Adios.